You're gonna have to silence
Popular.
that.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey, how y'all doing? So today's video is gonna be a little different. We're gonna be doing a horror movie tier list video. We haven't done this before, and we have 30 movies listed here. We've both seen them together. These
Yeah.
are all movies we've watched together.
There's no like real specific category. I mean, most of them are horror movies, but there's a few ones.
There's
in
a few
there.
fun ones. There's a few fun ones that I decided. I picked the movies, Justin picked a few of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to do every other because we're doing it together. So he'll get a movie, he chooses the tier, I get a movie, I choose the tier. So looking here at the screen, because that's what we're doing, we're recording the screen, it's so fun. So we decided on the tiers together. The first one that we decided was iconic, obviously, right?
Iconic.
It's self-explanatory, but it's also a word that we use all the time, so I love it. Second category we decided on was unforgettable. The movie may not be iconic level, but it is still unforgettable.
I feel like it's like a step below iconic. You know, it's might have a few.
That's why it's one step below.
Captain Obvious. It's got its flaws, but it's easy to overlook the flaws and still call it like a near perfect movie.
Near perfect. Oh wow, okay. Third category that we got is a fun time. You know, not every movie is great, not every movie is bad, but they can always be a fun time. Our fourth category is forgettable, which what do you describe forgettable as? It's so obvious.
It's kind of just like meh, like I'm gonna forget it in a few days. Probably.
Last category, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No.
Done. No. Never again.
Pretty self-explanatory as well.
Okay, so now that we have the tiers established, we will start. These might be in ABC order, I don't know. So Justin's gonna start, and our first movie we have here is A Ghost Story, which we watched a few years ago.
Personally, I think this movie is pretty brilliant. I don't really know if I want to put it in iconic. I've only seen it one time. Actually, there is one scene in the movie that is pretty iconic.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
With the girl eating the pie for like literally 15 minutes.
Yeah.
My opinion might change when I see it again, but I want to put it in unforgettable.
Okay, I agree with that. So my movie is The Conjuring, and this honestly might be one of the first serious horror movies I watched with you. Mm-hmm. And to preface this, I grew up traumatized from horror movies. I didn't like them at all, and it's his favorite genre, and he loves movies, so of course he loves his horror movies.
Is that really the first horror movie that I got you to watch?
Like serious
I was about
one.
to say, because that's a pretty intense one to start out with. For somebody who does not watch horror movies.
I thought I was traumatized. Like, I thought I would never be able to watch horror movies ever again. And now I've watched a lot. I don't know where I'm going to rank this, because it's a good movie, but it's not my favorite horror movie. I think it's a little too freaky. I'm going to say it's unforgettable, though. This one's for you.
Hush. So, I mean, like, as far as home invasion movies go, I feel like this is definitely top tier. I feel like the concept of it is really, really good.
Where are you putting this one?
I would put it in, man, I feel like they're all gonna be an unforgettable.
Here's the thing. We're not critics. We don't have to be super serious with our rulings. If something's iconic, it's iconic.
Well, I mean, I've watched it multiple times, so if that says anything. Obviously, I'm not going to forget it, so...
It's unforgettable?
Yeah.
You think that's fair?
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got here? This is The Platform. Mm-hmm. This movie is on Netflix. It is like a Spanish movie, and we watch it in Spanish, English, subtitles. Okay, so Platform, absolutely love it. This is a no-brainer. It's iconic to me. I think it was so good. It was brutal. It was awful. It literally made me sick watching it. But, like, I loved it. I love the concept of it. I think it's awesome. I don't always like vague endings like that, but I don't mind this one. There's a few scenes that are absolutely like
disgusting,
like
mortifying,
like horrible. But it's not like I don't have to like look away. Like when the gory stuff's happening, I don't like to see it. But there's movies that like are so tense that I can't watch because I don't know. Like, I guess I don't really like jump scares that much, and this doesn't have jump scares. Platform is iconic to me. All right, Justin's turn.
What are we doing?
No Country for Old Men. This is a fun one, not really a horror movie.
It's a good movie. The ending is like so unsatisfying that it was like jarring. I would put it in a fun time.
Really? Okay. A
Yeah.
fun time.
Just because I don't like really remember a lot of the plot and stuff, but I kind of remember the gist of the movie, but I won't put it in forgettable because it was definitely a good time.
Okay, so my movie is The Perfection. I already know where this is going. I love this movie. It's iconic to me. I think it is one of my favorite movies I've watched, definitely. And I think that this movie was perfect.
But I feel Perfection.
Exactly. I love that movie a lot.
It's a good movie. I would not put it in iconic, but
That's why it's my turn. I'm like curious to know what it is on IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes. I want to look it up. Rotten Tomatoes is 71%. Oh my god, that's annoying. Maybe it deserves a rewatch because I remember loving it 4
fuck
years
Rotten
ago.
Tomatoes. Literally, Rotten Tomatoes sucks.
You're right. Okay. Okay, Justin's turn.
What am I doing?
7. We just watched this one like 2 weeks ago.
You watched it for the first time. I watched it for like the 8th time.
I love this movie.
I would put this movie in iconic.
I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
Um,
If you haven't seen it, which I hadn't until 2 weeks ago, it's worth watching. Brad Pitt is iconic.
It's a classic.
Okay, my movie. Ex Machina. Okay, this is one of the first movies we watched together years ago. And I'm going to say it's a fun time. That's exactly, I just knew it instantly.
Oh, I thought you were going to put it in forgettable. What is this one? Descent?
The Descent.
Ooh, I would put The Descent in iconic.
Thank you! I agree.
Everything in the movie is pretty iconic, and the creatures, they don't even show up until like the later half of the movie, and I feel like the creatures are like the weakest part of the movie. And the ending, iconic. Alright, cool. Your movie.
My movie is Cam. Absolutely not.
Finally, we got something down there.
Absolutely not. I don't like this movie. I didn't like the movie when we watched it. I just think... I don't know why I disliked it so much. I just really, really did not vibe with it.
I would have put it in forgettable.
I don't even think this movie deserves a long fucking explanation. It's just a no for me. And Justin, where would you put it?
It's an interesting concept, but I feel like it really missed a landing. I would put it in forgettable.
Okay, Justin?
What do we got?
The Joker. Sorry. Joker.
Just Joker.
Joker. Where are you putting it?
Joker. When we originally saw it, I feel like I would have put it in iconic status. And since then, I feel like it's gone down for me. I'm going to put it in a fun time.
Okay.
Just middle of the road. Yeah.
Middle of the road.
Like
yeah,
I said,
yeah.
when we first watched it, I was like, yeah, this movie is amazing.
Loved it, yeah.
But over time, I'm just like, yeah, it's not that great, but it's definitely a fun time.
I would have put it in unforgettable. I don't think it's iconic, but I mean, it is truly iconic.
Mm-hmm.
That meme is everywhere, but I'm just saying, like, as a movie, not iconic. Okay, my turn. Us. Okay. Jordan Peele, Us, second movie. I really like Jordan Peele. I think all of his movies are good. I'm going to say unforgettable.
Really?
Yeah.
I would put it in the same category.
Yes, we saw this in the theater, and there's one scene that, like, I started to have a panic attack.
Midsummer.
A24, baby. Saw this in the theater.
This may be controversial,
Uh-oh.
but I think I'm going to put it in a fun time. When we first went and saw it, I felt not like let down, but just like my expectations were not met, because coming out of Hereditary, just comparing the two, I feel like this was definitely the weaker one. I enjoyed it. I mean, I liked it. It's brutal. There are definitely moments in the film that I will never leave my mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I just felt like it just kind of missed the mark for me a little bit. But I can still watch it and have a good time. It's fine.
My turn. Ooh, Barbarian. We just saw this. Just came out
Obviously,
last week.
it's still in theaters.
Yeah, go check it out. I have a controversial opinion of this one, accordingly to everyone else on the internet. I truly would say this is a fun time. I want to put it lower, but I don't think it's forgettable or absolutely not. Mm-hmm. I would say if there's one between these, I would do that.
Personally, I would have put it in unforgettable. I don't think it's iconic.
Next movie is The Night House. We just watched this like 3 days ago.
Yeah, I thought that it was pretty good. I would put it in a fun time. It's unique. It's a cool little psychological thriller with a little spooky paranormal-ish things. I think that the ending is my favorite part of the movie, hands down.
I also agree with your ranking. I feel like it was a good movie, but it's not one that I'm going to really think about ever.
Yeah,
Okay, my movie? Nope. I'm going to say it's unforgettable.
I would say the same thing.
Yeah. It's just like a movie about horses and film industry and Hollywood and aliens. Like, who thought that that would be a combination?
Yeah.
I think it's unforgettable. Justin.
Black Swan.
2010, baby.
I love this movie. I would put it in iconic.
I knew you were going to say that.
I've watched this movie multiple times, and I love it.
For me, it would be a fun time, but I knew you were going to say iconic because you love this movie.
I think one of the reasons why I love it so much is because I didn't think that I would be so into a movie about ballet. It's very emotional, very psychological, iconic.
It's iconic. It's everything. Next movie is for me, and it's Evil Dead. This is going to be a fun time for me. I know Justin does not agree with me. This is like one of his favorites.
I would put it in iconic.
Yes, this would for sure be iconic for Justin. To me, I know it's like a cult classic, and I don't think that any cult classic really deserves to be a forgettable movie. But it's not an absolutely not, and it's not iconic. So I'm gonna say it's a fun time because you know what? It's chill. It's like a Halloween movie. I'd watch this during Halloween time, and that's about it. I would probably never watch it any other time.
Evil Dead is so charming in the fact that it's not trying to be like a farce, like it's not trying to be silly, but some parts of the movie come off really silly and just over the top.
Next movie is Fight Club.
I'm going to put Fight Club in iconic.
Knew it.
Obviously. It's one of my top 3 favorite movies. I said that in the last video. I could probably quote this movie all the way through.
I watched Fight Club a few years ago. Iconic. And it's funny because I probably would have never watched it. Unfortunately, I think I knew
The twist.
Yeah, I kind of knew what the twist was going into it, and that's why I was never going to watch it, but I decided to watch it anyway. And I'm glad that I did. I loved it. Just watch it. Like, it's iconic for a reason. It is so fucking good. I want to rewatch it. It Follows, iconic.
Are you serious? You're putting it in iconic.
Yeah. You would disagree? What are you putting it in? Unforgettable? A fun time? Forgettable. No! All I know is that this shit was creepy as fuck. I love the idea. I'm not like obsessed with the fact that they have to have sex to pass it on. But I just think that's cool that they can pass on this curse and that it will just follow you forever. You can fly across the country, fly to a different continent, and it will still get to you if you don't pass it on.
Yeah, everybody in the horror community thinks this movie is great.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
everybody
cool. Maybe I
loves
should
this
be a horror
movie.
critic.
It just did not land with me.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember you not liking it.
I don't know why. It's creepy definitely when you see the thing like
It could
coming
be
after
anybody.
you see somebody walking and you're like, is that it? Is that the thing? I honestly probably would have put it in forgettable.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Very controversial.
Yikes. As above, so below.
This one was a pleasant surprise. So I would say that it is a fun time.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't say it's unforgettable. We watched it one time. I can't really tell you a lot of what happened. I just remember it was really fun.
I mean, I agree with that. I honestly would probably put it in forgettable. And not to say it's not a good movie, but I literally don't remember anything about it. I remember liking it, but I don't remember anything but the end.
Something's got to go in that unforgettable category.
I think I have one. Next movie is You Were Never Really Here. We finally have one to go in the forgettable category. I really do not remember. I remember one scene. It is a picture on fire. That is the only thing I remember from this movie. And there's not much to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say about it when you don't even know what happens in the movie?
Gremlins.
Gremlins is
Absolutely not. I'm just kidding.
iconic.
Iconic. Of course it is. I have always loved Gremlins ever since I was a little kid. And I think it's due to the fact that my dad literally went to the theater when this came out 13 times and watched it.
And I've been watching this movie since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I don't know, like, I think it's iconic to the world.
Yeah. What is that one?
Oh, I know. I can't remember the name. The Rental.
Oh, yeah, The Rental. We just watched it.
Just watched
that was
it
the last movie
yesterday.
we watched.
Yesterday?
No, it was the day before. I
Okay, 2 days ago. It's a Dave Franco movie, which
Yeah,
who knew that?
Like what?
It just sucks because we just watched it, so it's really fresh in my brain. But
Yeah.
honestly, it's going to be forgettable. I'm not going to remember this in a week.
I agree.
I think for what it was okay. I mean, honestly, no offense, Dave Franco, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I would not have expected as good of a movie from you. Okay, next movie for Justin.
What do we got?
We need to talk about Kevin.
Oh, I'm gonna say forgettable.
Unforgettable is a good category. The book is better. Read the book. Obviously, I know, super annoying to say, but just saying. Justin. Finally!
Oh, you're going straight for it, huh?
I mean, which one?
I'm gonna say iconic.
Yeah,
100%.
iconic.
I mean,
we didn't even say the name of the movie. It is Hereditary.
What can I really say about this movie? I mean, it's
Iconic.
like terrifying in a different way. And
It feels like a family drama leading up to a horror movie.
it's exactly what it is. It's just there's so much like tension, and obviously that one iconic scene in the middle of the movie, like no one will ever forget that.
Yeah, I honestly want to rewatch that for sure.
Yeah. Eden Lake.
Oh, this is me?
Yeah.
Okay, Eden Lake. Unforgettable. It's so brutal and so unfortunate, but it is really good and really unforgettable.
It's one of those movies where it just pisses you off.
Yeah.
Like, it
makes
angers you.
Yeah. A lot of people won't be able to handle it.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that I did. Honestly. I'm surprised I made it through that. Okay. Annihilation.
Annihilation for me?
Yes.
I'm gonna say I'll put it in unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't say it was iconic, because, I mean, also a very beautiful movie, but...
I feel like with alien movies, it's very hit or miss for me, and I think that this movie has one of the best portrayals of like an extraterrestrial, because it's just like so weird, so out there. It's Lovecraftian. It's like undescribable, really. Like if you were to really come face to face with some sort of like alien, like a literal alien from outer space, like it's something that you wouldn't really even be able to comprehend. It doesn't represent anything.
It's
of
not
you
of Earth.
at all. Yeah.
Fright Night.
Fright Night.
Fright Night. We just watched this the other day. It's a fun time.
Fun time.
It's a fun time.
I would put it in forgettable, even though there's really not a lot of meat to the story to forget.
You think it's cheesy and like silly, and it is, but it's also like good. It's cute. Last movie.
I get the last one.
Yep.
Absolutely not.
Are you really putting it there? For real. If this was up to me, this is an iconic. And not because, oh, I love High School Musical. It's iconic. Everyone loves High School Musical. Like, if you're my age, you love High School Musical.
I feel like this is very much like a Disney Channel sort of
course it
production.
is. Absolutely it is.
And I was never a Disney kid, ever.
I was an absolute Disney kid.
I watched like the classic movies, you know, like
Aladdin.
Aladdin and freaking Lion King.
This is a Disney Channel original. This is not like Disney. This is Disney Channel original. I get why you put it in absolutely not. We did watch this together.
Yeah.
I get it, but it's iconic. Sorry, I'm moving it.
Yeah, it's not a horror
I'm just
movie.
kidding.
Not a horror movie, but the thought of us having to put it in and watch it is horrific. So
that's our tiers, guys. Only took us about an hour and 10 minutes. How do you feel as a whole tier
I
list?
think that we agreed on almost everything.
Really?
Except for like a few things.
Yeah. So if you guys are thinking that this tier list is absolutely trash, leave us a comment about where you would change something.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys like tier list, I would love to do more. I was thinking maybe to do a crystal one.
Okay, well, I won't be involved in that one.
Yeah, so if you hate Justin, just let us know. We'll get him out of the videos from here on out.
I'm very sensitive though, so go easy on me.
Yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Like I said before, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers.
You have to subscribe.
If you don't subscribe, we'll come to your house.
Mandatory.
And Eden Lake your ass. thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you look
Like
how many
the video.
look how many people aren't subscribed.
What the hell is this?
What?
Remember to ring the bell too. Get a notification every time she uploads a video. I might be here, I might not. Who knows?
I'm actively making more videos, you guys, so it's more fun. It's fun too. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye y'all.